Yep, the hits keep coming for Aussie music, and not in the good way. One Aussie song made the ARIA Top 40 this month, and while it's a banger, it's also 10 years old.
Part of our job at the moment is highlighting the situation that we're in right now. It is a real struggle for Australian artists.
If they're not in the top 40, the Australians aren't putting them there.
So, good question. Luke Steele of the Sleepy Jackson and Empire of the Sun. While we've got no shortage of talent, muso and broadcaster Maddie Rowe reckons the industry has been caught cold by the streaming revolution.
In terms of Australian radio, we have to play 25% Australian artists, and that 25% has to be new music.
Those content laws mean radio stations are legally obliged to promote new homegrown music. But more and more Aussies are making the switch to streaming, and that is a free-for-all.
When you're competing against 100,000 songs being uploaded to Spotify every day, it's really hard to find your audience competing against so many artists.
In its current state, it's tough. As an artist myself, it's really hard to break through.
It's enough to make you... Exactly.
It's a complex ecosystem, the music industry. It includes touring, festivals, radio, television, and of course, streaming and social media platforms are so important now for an artist to be able to promote their work. You have to be everywhere.
But while it all sounds gloomier than a Nick Cave murder ballad...
And I kissed her goodbye, said all beauty must die.
Artists like Peach PRC and Masked Wolf have proven that with a strong social media game and TikTok-optimised tracks, you can cut through in this brave new world.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental
You just might have to leave Australia first.
The more that we don't do something, the more that the incredible artists are going to vacate and move on. We make some of the best music in this country, and the more that we can do, the better.
I don't want it to be too little too late, and then suddenly we don't have our identity as Australian music.
So if Aussie music does survive, will it keep its accent?
It's a real issue. Seeing the Falls Festival announcement today, it really upset me for a few reasons. I'm a big fan of live music. Also, as a stand-up comedian, doing music festivals is a huge part of my income. So to hear that, devastating. But it's like, I don't know what's going to happen. It's like Australians sometimes don't want to consume their own culture sometimes. I think that could be an issue.
But do you think that they're given the opportunity to? Do you think that the platforms are there in a mainstream way for Aussies to see these new artists or be able to digest what is out there for them?
I think like Triple J is still championing a lot of Australian music. I think consumption, the way we consume music has changed a lot. Nick, you work on radio.
Yeah, I'm on the Fox FM breakfast show, but I'll be honest, I can't listen to all the music. I'm a 36-year-old man. Some of it I don't hear. It must be in a different tone or something. I'm like, why's it gone quiet?
It's a dog whistle.
Quite a lot of Australian artists, though.
Well, it's a lot of Aussies, but it is like it's Kid Leroy's teaming up with, you know, people are teaming up with. And I think that must be a big thing with TikTok and streaming, that maybe it is a little bit harder for Aussie artists to cut through.
Yeah.
Well, also the multitude of streaming platforms so you've got Aussie artists trying to break through that, but then you're also getting them to try and break through history, because, you know, we've done so many stories about Kate Bush trending now and all of these songs that are going viral again on TikTok and all of this and what you listen to on radio. So it's like they're up against trying to be new, up against what's coming out of, you know, America right now, and then they're also up against the past.
Also, it's like, you know, in the old days, like Australian bands would just hit the pub circuit and they would start playing. And like pubs often don't want to have live music anymore. They'll have a DJ come in or something, and DJ's live music. But in terms of like, I don't know, the pathways are shrinking, and it's sad to see Falls Festival say we're going to have a year off. So.